YouTube. What is poppin'? The mutant goddess is back. In the last issue, we saw that Eternity had made Storm her champion in the upcoming battle with his brother. But now, we are in the present where we are told that Thor of the Asgardian, Shango the Orisha, Chak of the Au, Sasuna of the Amatsukami, and Zeus of the Olympians. Storm gods are fierce in battle, and Aurora Monroe of Earth is no exception. The way they are writing Storm, I mean, whoo, I love every second of it because they are really playing into her role as a mutant goddess. Storm abode in Atlanta home is a home during peaceful times. In the days of trials and tribulation, it is a sanctuary, a space for all in Kulan Japheth, the former X-Men known as Maggot. Storm is talking to Maggot. She says, no matter how turbulent events may become, you will be safe in here, young one. Maggot says, dig in, boy. Storm says, we can't feed on the hippos, but we can feed on the hippo feces. And that is really disgusting that he eating hippo feces. But Maggot also says, I know most people tend to have their heads buried in their phones and all, but I am pretty sure that they will notice us leave despite the cloud cover. Then he says, Storm, wait up. However, when the horns of war are blown, the sanctuary transforms into a battleship of great destructive power, simply known as Thundercloud. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. The fact that Storm Sanctuary can do that is insane. But I am loving every second of this book so far. This book is amazing. Storm is getting dressed where it looks to be some new war armor gear. Here is a monologue where they will send men after me, very bad men. They will be armed to the teeth with weapons made to hurt me, and I would deserve it. I broke out of prison. The person who was monologuing was none other than Professor Xavier. He has been on some F stuff as of lately. You see, Professor X has been going through a lot lately, and he escaped the prison he was in because he was trying to save his daughter, but, you know, who knows why. We know that he was trying to, but Professor Xavier cannot be trusted at this point. And Storm says that she had contacted the Avengers where they can transfer him to the cube. She also tells Charles that she doesn't want to seem ungrateful, but if she is caught helping the fugitive, she will have all her diplomatic immunities revoked because she is a registered hero now. And that's crazy that she's going to have that revoked, and yet you're still helping him? That's like crazy, Storm. And Charles states that Aurora Monroe he knew would never needed litigation to save the innocent. Storm responds that the Charles she knew was never a war chemical and a griff, but that people disappoint those who we are close to. But through it all, people can remain at their core on who they are. Charles tells Storm that he is positive that she didn't contact the Avengers. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, Storm is really putting on the line for Professor Xavier. Like, why? Why is she putting it on line for Charles? Like, that's quite terrible. I mean, I do get it in the sense that he did help her. He gave her a home. He gave her identity. But this ain't the Charles Xavier that you once knew. And also, for what she also says is that when mutants that are fugitive are caught, they are instantly killed. So I guess, but I don't know, Storm, that this might be a bad call on your part. And she also states that this might be Charles' last meal right now, and that this isn't Krakoa, the dead stay dead. But Charles tells her he wants to raise the dead one last time. And that's what I'm saying. Dude is just tripping. Like, why? So we are in San Fran where Charles tells them they're going to Portal. They do not want to set the alarm off. Storm, Magnet, Xavier are certain that men equipped with weapons built to cause them unimaginable pain will be let loose on the manhunt. So they armor up. They took on powerful new forms. But those who were after Xavier knew him quite intimately. From who better to hurt him a great deal than family? That's when we see the uncanny X-Men come through the portal with Cyclops asking Storm to stand down as Xavier's coming with him. Storm tells him no. What is interesting is that they are put in this situation where you must ask which one of them is doing the right thing. Storm and Cyclops have been leaders of the X-Men, as well as Storm being the leader of the Iraqians and Morlocks. Cyclops is telling Storm that Xavier uses people for the greater good, with Storm telling Cyclops don't make her have to fight them. Cyclops is saying that Charles needed to be locked up and held accountable for his actions if humans and mutants are going to coexist. I'm not going to lie, man. Cyclops here is not wrong. If they want humans and mutants to coexist, even Charles Xavier have to be held accountable for his actions. Otherwise, what is the point of this? So, I mean, Cyclops, you do have a point, but Storm also makes a valid point. And she says that there will come a point where Cyclops will want him to show the same mercy that she is showing Charles. And that is the truth, because there is going to come a point where Cyclops is going to ask for that same mercy. And if she's not going to show it to Charles, then she wouldn't have to show it to Cyclops. So neither one of them is like, whose side are you on? But y'all know whose side I'm on, you know what I'm saying? I am on Team Storm. But they begin to fight with us seeing how strategic Cyclops is at fights. He had a plan for each of the three he encountered, which he says Storm can't use her full power without destroying her sanctum. During the fight, we then hear years of fighting shoulder to shoulder with powerful comrades, teammates who drafted countless alternated battle plans. Years of testing yourself against weak beings. You think your false strength is enough for every battle. You follow your heart brash as though justice and kindness win wars. What motif in the face of insurmountable defeat? You assemble no truly dangerous weapon. You fail to alter the battleground in your favor. You set no traps, nothing but heart and goodwill. Very well. Watch and learn, child. It's my turn now. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, shit. It's about to get serious right now. And it kind of does, because then you hear, you fought well, brave mutant. Make peace with your existence, Scott Summers, leader of the X-Men. And Cyclops now was fighting with everything he had against Storm. But the problem is, this isn't the same Storm that they're thinking about. They don't know about the power that Storm has now. And when the fight is over between Storm and Cyclops, Cyclops looked like a popsicle for what Storm did to him. This pisses off Juggernaut, who tears Maggot's arm off. The X-Men don't know what they got themselves into, but they about to learn. And he says, you think you can scare me? I've seen Oblivion rip the hearts of beings that could collapse stars into quasars like it was nothing. Compared to my brother, you are all weak. Now, I'm going to keep it real. And I know y'all agree with me on this. The X-Men are getting their butts whooped right now. And what's interesting is that she gives Maggot the essence of Egun and tells her now he will become her Omega Maggot. So I don't know if Maggot, so clearly Maggot gets a power-up, but I don't know if he's going to be like an Omega level mutant now or what. But he did get his arm grow back, so hey, I am mad at it. But the truth is, Storm dominated this fight throughout most of it. She rocked the Juggernaut, who resisted her whiz, but he still got pummeled. But with this was that the whole time it was Eternity in control. But we knew that. We knew it was Eternity more than Storm. It was pretty obvious. But what the lesson Eternity is going to learn is that you don't mess with the X-Men. Now we don't know what that means, but Storm got some apologizing to do in the foreseeable future. That's when we end up seeing Beast, who's asking, does Cyclops need medical help? And he's on the comms with, I believe it's like maybe someone like Magic or something. But he ends up going to the Sanctuary hold and sees that Storm Sanctuary is powered by a Celestial, which is interesting. So as he was told to blow it up, Professor X is behind him. We don't know what Professor X is doing, but all you know is that his comms go silent and they're screaming beast, 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 because I don't know if Professor Xavier killed him or what, but this is a tie-in crossover with X-Manhunt, so we'll probably have to go to the X-Manhunt to see what happened to Beast. And this is how the Storm chapter ends. And like I said, I have been enjoying every second of this book. It has so many mythologies and tales that I just freaking in love. And I'm so happy that they are doing it. But I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, y'all.